Alright, what is this? Painting? What? Alright, let's see. I should probably have my, hold on. I haven't, I'll have to use this right here. And that's a pretty good view. Might's kind of my face a bit. I need to adjust that. There it goes. Kind of like that. Oh, I need to position this like that. Alright, cool. Alright, nothing too crazy. Some paintbrushes. Which I haven't used yet. Alright. Yep, very organized. I should get a little paint board. Ta-da! Cheez-Its pizza. Alright, now just generic paints. I'm not an airbrush. As you can see here, got a little buff Rick figure. Not my usual height of like 10 inches or so. It came out reasonably well. I could probably have painted. I could probably have primed it a little better. Maybe a bit better cleanup here and there. I might do him maybe later. The ones I want to focus on are these two guys right here. I got a Majin Buu right here. Oh, right here, Majin Buu. So I did clean some of them up. I had intention of painting them. Or Jeremy. One a little bright. Steven Universe with his like replaceable heads kind of deal. A little peg right there. The primer made it a little snug. It was meant to be printed a little larger. I printed a little small. His head snaps on, but I don't get stuck. I don't have to struggle with it later. So I wanted to focus on these two guys right here, and then I want to go and do some. These guys are both relatively purple. Let me see if I could fix the camera here. All right. It's about right there. I'm not seeing my, which I should bring my phone over here for the time being. Hold on. One moment, I'm going to bring my broadcast on my phone. Hold on. Where is it at? Should have popped up. Hold on. Alright, as you see here, I got my Nomu here. I know that's pretty large. Probably about 5 inches or so big. Turned out really smooth, turned out really nice. With the sanding and the priming. Alright, now, this is pretty simple. I'm just going for simple little paints, and I wanted to paint this for a really long time. Oh, hold on. It reminds me. Oh, there it goes. Oh, shoot. Hold on. I forgot to pause my broadcast for the, Okay. So, as I was saying earlier, I also got my phone now, so I could see anything going on here. Oh. So, to start, I don't know, see, these are all brand new. I had these lying around for a while. I think they're like 15 bucks or so. You want to get some good ones. Got some angles. I just regular acrylic. Don't expect any kind of fancy oil, or I tell you the truth, the acrylic is probably the best thing to go with. So I got these two guys right here. I might have to do some cleaning right here, but Nomu is going to be my main piece. And I'll see if I could go ahead and have this piece. I didn't see these little hairs here. That's going to get away the paint. That's going to be annoying. I might have to take a tool to that a bit later. Alright, so let's start with the Nomu here. Now, he's essentially a black. He's black. His brain is a pink. This is black right here. His little mouth thing is like a light brown. I was thinking yellow. And he's got little gums right here, so I'm going to add a little bit of red or so. So to make purple, of course, you need red and blue. I'm going to start with a really dark. Let's do this. Let's start with the light purple and see how I like it. All right. So I'm going to start with so I'm going to mix the two colors here. I'm not going to mix it here. I'm just going to put them side to side and see how I like when I apply it. So a bit of red, bit of blue right here. Also, maybe a little bit, not yet. Got a little thing of water here. I'm gonna start with a big brush. Why not? It doesn't matter. I don't have exactly a preference here. I just want to get quick coverage. And as I said before, haven't been used before, so apparently it's childproof. Okay. All right. Let's see. There it goes. You go Nick Pro or something along those lines. So I'm just gonna take these colors here. Now you want to be careful when you mix colors. When you get a color, you don't mix them evenly. Red is lighter than blue, so mixing a little bit of blue into the red will get you a purple. Just very little. The darker purple you want, like then the more blue you add. I might not even. This may not be enough paint in general. All right, now see, it's becoming kind of a still not enough right here. It's a kind of a, I'm not sure what color that is. It's like a plum, I suppose. It's like a plum. I need more red right here. So just spray that on here and then add more blue to it. Oh, apparently there's a clog. Oh, there it goes. It's like a bloody nose. Whenever I see these clogs for these bloody things. Yeah, I haven't used these paints in a while. I don't have my yellow. I don't know what happened to my yellow. So I'm hoping that I can. Oh, there it goes. All right. So go ahead and put this on right here. Got that. I'll keep this red as something separate right here. Let me go ahead and get some more. I don't mind if some colors blend together. I'm just trying to go for a really dark kind of purple. I might even throw some black on. I might even use a little bit of white to kind of brush on. So I'm just mixing this here. Alright, that's a pretty dark purple right there. I'm going to use that right there. See how much I can cover with that. That may not be enough. In my case, I would say always mix enough that you can paint essentially two models. I'm just going to go over this right here real quick. Kind of just go over it all. It may need to require a couple coats or whatever. The coats won't be exact. I'm just going to go ahead and paint this right here. I'm not going to be too picky. I just want to go over enough that I start losing a lot of the paint. So I might have to do a couple of coats or something on this right here. I normally like to keep a... I guess I would be able to kind of mask. Just go over the whole thing, get as much of the paint off as I can. So essentially, I'm trying to dry my brush to a point right here. I want to see if I can evenly spread the paint on. Right here, I'm just gonna do this. This is not exactly the best technique. I don't have to even put another coat on this. The nice thing about airbrushing is the fact that you can actually go ahead and brush it on, and it'll put a nice even like coat on there, so you don't have to do multiple passes with your brush. I'm just gonna go over it. You can go thicker with it too. I'm not gonna go for like perfection right here in the sense of an even coating. Dry brushing is a way of doing it. It may not look perfect. I'm just trying to see if I can spread it evenly. It's gonna require a couple passes. I like a dark purple for this Nomu character. I'm gonna add some highlights and whatnot to it, but. Yeah, I might put this video on private, so anyone that's watching right now will be able to see it. Hear my commentary, my awesome commentary. This is inside it all. Yeah, right here is good. Right here, going around it. Not the best. A little thick in some places, so I'm gonna kind of spread this around here. I might have to have this. As I said before, I'm gonna have to put a couple coats on. So just so that the thin parts will be coated as well. I'm going to make sure I could also put masking tape on it. I can mask certain areas. I want to be careful though, especially when I get to parts that are supposed to remain red. Right now it's like a base coat. That's what it is. It's a base coat. Basically, I'm just painting it the colors it needs to be. And the same as kind of 2D stuff. I'm gonna have to switch to a smaller brush here in a moment, just so that I don't accidentally go over into the other kind of stuff. Right here, just going all over it. See, I haven't even like dabbed my brush into the paint again. I'm just trying to coat it very lightly. It's very strange. I don't normally paint on it. I usually just kind of sculpt and I just do my painting on my own. But I thought it would be interesting kind of thing. I don't exactly have things planned when I sculpt or when I paint. I just kind of do it, and I kind of do it to the point where I like it. Oh, oops, a daisy. Well, I guess I'll add some white to that. Put some red on it. He's got these little scars. So just kind of maybe go along the muscles a bit right here. I can even add a lighter color right here. I just want to. There's high points, there's low points. I just want to make sure I get all the crevices. That's the important part. Get all the crevices. Right, I'm going to dip my brush here again. I'm going to go right here. Now I want to stay away from the little scar part right here along his shoulder. If I get a little bit in there, that's fine. Is it still in it? Yeah, it's still there. Let's get in there. There's a lot of surface area to cover. When I start doing Spyro, it would be a lot faster to cut everything. Just cover everything. There's a process to do highlights and whatnot. I'm not like a painting expert, but when I paint, the longer I paint, the more that I start to figure it out about what my plan is. I'll start adding the red thing in a bit for the scars. Not too worried. Trying to leave that white right there. Paint under the neck right here. I'm going to try to make sure I keep the teeth white. When I throw the red on, I'm going to go ahead and actually keep the shadows of the brain be a red. And I'm going to go ahead and paint a pink over it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that in a moment. I'm going to switch to a smaller brush soon. I'm not sure if you can see that right there. Let me check my phone here real quick. Got that. I'm not sure if I can check my live. Let me check. Oh, oops. Oh, I had top chat selected. Whoops-a-daisy. I can't change that. I'll check any kind of comments in a bit. If you're here and you said something, I'm sorry I haven't answered it yet. I'm looking off my phone right here, and I will try to answer your question as soon as possible. Just trying to coat this right here. Go over it again right here. It's going to start drying here. It's not, the first coat is never the prettiest, but it will look, when I start adding the more coats to it, it's going to look better and better. Also, I hope I can paint Spyro right here. This is a piece I made a while ago. Got Spyro. Alright, hold on. Alright, I'll get to checking anything. Oh, my thumb is red, so it's transferring to this, which is fine. I can take care of that later. Just get this massive back. I can't wait to add the highlights and everything. So just get everything with a darker color. Right here. Paint this right here. I guess I'll paint that black in a bit for the cutout on the arms. Get that again right here. Along the arm right here. I guess I'll paint this as well. Hold on, as I said before, I'm not checking the chat just yet. For some reason, my phone is only showing me top chats. Now, if you guys are just stop by, let me know if you were interested in more or less having seeing a time lapse of this, or would you like to see the whole process? Are you mixed? Should I show both? Starting to get a little thick with the paint right here, which is good. Just kind of going over it. Keeping the there's a technique called antiquing where basically I leave the process allows to keep the colors darker in the no, I mean hold on. just clean my brush here real quick. I'm going to go ahead and just throw a little bit of red on the brain here. And oh, I forgot to put some on his face right there. Hold on. One moment. As these are new brushes, so not exactly all too familiar. I like that brush. There it goes. Got that, and then this brush right here, if I can get it out. Oh, what the heck? That was interesting. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a smaller brush here, of course, and I'm gonna put more of this purple paint on here. And I'm gonna try to go around this right here. Not too concerned. Ideally, it's not great to have a lot of paint strokes. Oh. Oh well, that's fine. Turn this upside down right here. Paint some more. Just make sure I get all the coverage I can. Very important to have different size brushes. I would say definitely spend the $15 or $20 or so on a good brush set. I like to coat the crevices with a dark color. So when I start is it antiquing? Not antiquing. When I start dry brushing muscle details and stuff, which is basically the higher level. Am I in camera still? I am. Why can't I see? Oh, there it is. Live chat. All right, now I switch to live chat. I'm gonna turn my volume down on my phone right here. There. All right, cool. Now I can see. Oh wait. There it is. Now, if there happens to be any questions, I can answer them. All right, let me go ahead and start painting this part here. Masking tape would be very useful at this point. Am I in the camera still? I am. The thing is that the surface is very smooth, so it's not sticking very well to the piece, even though I am using a primer. A stain would be more, not a stain, airbrush would be more ideal, and I'm getting some more paint on that, which is fine. Alright, yeah, I think I'm going to get only through about a couple pieces maybe, or maybe just this one piece. Yeah, anime, one piece. Now, as I said before, this character is supposed to be like a black color, but I feel like he's like a dark purple. Alright, don't worry, he'll start popping when I start adding the other details to him. If I want to make his brain really grotesque, I could have a mix of blues and reds. And I do not have a paper towel. I did not prepare this very well. I'll use my hand. As the whatever. Alright, let me go ahead and take this red right here. Make sure I do that. I'm going to go ahead and just get the whole brain right here. I'm going to make it a pink in a bit. Oh, holy cow. I'm going to try to get the eyeball white here. Now, I'm not too sure if I'm not too worried if the red gets on the purple part, the purple bits, because since purple is darker than red, that means I can always touch it up with some purple around the areas where they overlap. There it goes. I don't know if the light's a little too bright. No. hard to say on my end. I can just paint really aggressive with it. Just get in between those crevices because I'll be going over with another color. The nice thing about it is it's a blending. You don't want to have to go with like solid colors. I like to go with in-betweens where I have a variation of mixed paints. Oh, I may have got some on the eye right there, but that's fine. I'll just put a dabble of white paint on there when I go back over it again. There's some things that are bound to happen. Getting there. I'm going to touch up with some more purple in a moment, so I can go ahead and go over that. And then I'm going to go and take some, I'm going to add some white to it a bit. Just trying to reach in the crevices right here to try to get that red all the way, all on it, all on this. Just trying to evenly spread this red on this brain. While I'm working with the red here, I'm also going to add some to his gums. I'm just going to go across right here. I'm going to probably have to go back and add some dollops of I'm just kind of going over it. I'm having it purposely uneven. Right here. Turn this over. I'm going to have to go over probably with the black wash. Black wash is basically just liquid, putting more water in the paint to dilute it, and then I have to rub it with a towel. Actually, I have a paper towel. I have it in my room right here. That's right. It's up high. I have to go get that. I use my hand a lot for a paper towel. It may be a little messy at first, but that's where the touch-up will come in hand. Alright, it will transform it. It's like the sculpting, like any kind of art process. It starts rough, and it'll get better. Oh, there goes the phone notification. Now I'm just going to go over this again. As you can see, it's much more darker since I'm going over it again. Due to the paint underneath it, it's adhering a lot better. So that's kind of thing. What you want to do is when you're painting, especially when you're doing it by hand, is you want to give it some time for it to start to set up. So you want to work on other things as well. Going with a really dark purple. And then I'm going to go over with a light purple to highlight. Ooh, okay. So you don't want to stay too much in one area, otherwise the paint from the previous will start to rub off and it's going to have some unevenness to it. I should come to think about it, I should really paint the scars while I'm at it. Just keep going at it. Just kind of heavily actually starting to apply the paint. See, before it takes a couple passes before it's a nice solid color when you're doing hand painting. I'm not sure that's too dark for you guys. I'm not sure, maybe the light's too intense. It's different on my camera and or I guess my view maybe. I'm checking the broadcast. I want to fill in the scars in just a bit. Let me just go ahead and just coat this piece again with the black. Not the black, the purple, dark purple. Because I feel Nomu here is more of a purple guy. I'm not worried about consistency. I'll go with a light red in a moment. There, it's looking pretty good now. Yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there. I'm gonna have to probably make another purple in a moment. Now I'm having a bit of a blending thing with the red. I'm not staying perfectly consistent with the color throughout the piece. I kind of like the slight color changes. It kind of adds character to the piece. I get a little bit of extra red here and there because I didn't like perfectly mix the colors. I think it's kind of nice actually. It kind of adds like a, oh, ooh, that's a little too much red. There it goes. I'm gonna add a little bit of blue to that actually. There it goes. Kind of heavily applying the color. Once all the white's gone, it's going to look amazing. Takes a while. I'm not saying I'm mad. It's not magical. It's magical. It's just that don't expect it to like automatically pop. Takes a little while. I'm gonna add some color to this because I don't add some water to that so it doesn't dry out. Hop back over to my other brush right here to get some of that purple back on. And then I'm going to get some of that red. I'm going to dabble it on there. Ooh, I did not clean that brush. Ah, I hit my head against the lamp. Oh, hello. Oh, the stream? Alright, hold on. Let me go ahead and... Thanks for the... Oh, Sushi Draw Stuff. Hello. Alright, let me go ahead and... Maybe adjusting it to dark, a little darker. Maybe. Let me see how it looks in the broadcast. Hold on. Huh. Yeah, that's kind of the issue with the camera here. The lighting here. I think if I add the rest of the color to it, I think it will probably fix itself. I think it's just having a hard time focusing on the... Oopsie daisy. Yeah, it seems a little bright. I'd like to welcome Nomad and Sushi Draw Stuff. Yes, it has been a while. Yeah, I decided to start painting. I was going to do this like earlier, like a couple days ago, but I don't know. Just something happens. Some stuff happens. Oh, the red and the scars. Are they red or are they a pink? So I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to add a bit of white. My color palette. We'll go over the brain here real quick. And that is not dry enough. So I'm just kind of going over with a light white dry brushing. It helps kind of blend the colors in. Keep some details in the crevices of the red. Right there, I'll add a bit more white here. I'm going to paint the eyeball real quick. Right there and right... kind of right there. Alright, let me add the red to the scar. Every artist's worst fear, not clean... Oh, it's not clean the brush. Yeah, you gotta clean the brush. Like, you put a brush down, you come back, you're like, oh no, my gosh. It's over. I'm gonna switch brushes. The scar needs to be this brush right here. So I'm taking the thin brush right here. I'm not sure what it's called. It's a round brush right here. I'm gonna fill the scar up right here. Oh, there it goes. I'm coordinating. My computer's behind me, so I'm trying to. Just trying to paint this right here. There it goes. My finger is touching this piece of bed right here every so often. There it goes. It's looking pretty good based on what I see of the stream right here. I think I am going to make it contrast more. I'm going to add some highlights to the muscles. You're going to like it. If you like how the brain kind of turned out right here, you're going to like how the body's going to turn out then. All right. Yeah, I do. My process is a little strange. I'm not sure if this is the right way of doing it. I didn't really take a class on painting. I just kind of paint, and if it looks right. I have a general idea of how to paint, and it works out in the end. I'm wondering if I have it in the... Oh my gosh, I marked the thing. All right. It's a mix of you have to be very creative when it comes to painting in general. It's art form as well. It's very interesting. I would highly recommend anyone to take a painting class because it's very interesting. Like, it's not set in stone. Like, it has some very interesting blending techniques. You can have some real character to things, especially if you know color. I guess color theory and everything. I did take an art class in high school. That was a while ago though. I was over at a little, I guess, academy of sorts. It was a science math academy. It was a while ago though, and art was one of the things. And man, they were hardcore. It wasn't your typical. It's too dark. The thing is that in the anime, it's got a contrast with the muscles and everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to repaint over this again, and I'm going to go ahead and take a light purple and brush over the thing like I did with the brain here, and it should really pop. All right. I'm going to take that white again real quick, actually. I could put some black here because I can make it look like it's really nasty for these scars. Maybe a little blue wash. Now the thing is, you don't always think black when it comes to details. You can think of colors, darker hues, and whatnot. I could take a blue along the red to bring out kind of a disgusting kind of, I don't know. It's very interesting. There's a science when it comes to painting. Certain colors you have to choose, the right color to choose if you want something to seem hot, cold. Certain kind of biological colors, such as a green or blue, as in I got the wrong color. Let's see right here. The way you watercolors, watercolors are pretty thin. In general, if anything, I know you're saying you don't paint models with watercolor, but the thing is that acrylics are a nice cheap. Well, to tell you the truth, actually, there are this right here. Hold on. This right here, this paint right here is my airbrush paint, which I'm not using airbrush right now. It's loud, noisy. It is nice though. There are some pretty interesting things you can do with airbrushing. But I'm doing hand painting because hand painting is actually pretty nice. It's I use my hand here. I dabs, as you can see my hand. It starts clean, and I just use it as a kind of little canvas thing, and I just kind of go over it. So as you can see here, I'm just kind of going over what I already did, but it makes it lighter. It adds another kind of layer to the paint. Makes certain parts kind of bright again. Adds kind of like a stepping pattern or interesting blend. Without having to go lighter with the color, I'm applying light coats to the piece. And that eyeball is bothering the heck out of me since it's not white. It's like a... I could go a little heavy with that white right there. There it goes. Alright, let me go ahead and start painting his face. Now, unfortunately, I do not have... Oh, I should probably paint the body again before I have that color dry again. Hold on one moment. So I'm going to take this brush right here. Oh yeah, it's starting to dry. I'm going to go over the body again. This is probably my last pass with the darker color. Try to get all over these, on these crevices right here. I will probably apply another wash again. I'm just trying to cover this here. Hold on. Right here. Airbrush is definitely something right there. Definitely something interesting. It's very... Oh shoot. I went over the spot too much and it's caused kind of issue right there. It's fine. I'm not super critical about getting all the little details here and there. I might have to go over with a wash, as I said earlier. Basically, I just take like the purple, and I just kind of paintbrush the whole body with it so that the color soaks into the crevices. There it goes. Alright, there it goes. That mouth really needs to be painted. Oh no! I did it. My worst nightmare. I did the red. You're gonna see in just a moment. I'm watching the camera right now. I'm gonna just disperse that. I could wipe with a paper towel, but nah. Who am I to say that I should? Well, I'm the one that's painting right now, so maybe I should. Doing this really obnoxious process here, which I should probably have there you go, I fixed it. It's not that difficult, it's just annoying. Now I'm angling my brush so that it kind of goes over the scar right here, but at the same time it coats any high level pieces. You can see it's coat that a little bit, so it kind of creates kind of a nasty kind of look right here. So I'm kind of coating over the piece. It's like a mix of process of dry brushing and that's good right there. That looks nice. It's a matter of what you feel is good for the piece. making me a little bit. I'm kind of looking forward to work on the spiral piece. I would say the wash will take care of any small little bits that have a bit of white to it. Oh, I have a little bit too much blue right there. That looks pretty good right there. Perfect. There's a little bit of blue there, but that's fine. Alright, let me go ahead and take the yellow. Now, unfortunately, we gotta go to bed. Yeah, we used the wrong color. So we gotta go to bed. Notifications on the next stream, though. Alright, cool. Sushi draw stuff. Yeah, see you next time, I guess. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna post on my Instagram the results. I'll probably do it tomorrow morning. I'll post it. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is a new tub. This is a new thing of yellow. Oh man, the problem is I don't know what happened to my yellow. Oh yeah, sorry. I got distracted. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Sushi. I hope to see you again next time. I'm actually doing some sculpting in a bit. Basically commission. Yeah, I really hope to see you again, though. All right, it's great. I'm happy that you stopped by, and yeah, yeah. I hope I could broadcast more. I changed my Patreon as well. I made the goals lower, just so people have better chances of getting new stuff. All that good thing. So if you follow me on Instagram, I'll probably show it also on YouTube here. But Instagram is probably the first place you'll see it. Oh, well, I guess the first place is here, and then you'll see it. Add some light to this again. I'm gonna go heavy on it. Heavy on the white along this part right here, because this part is not supposed to have any color. I want to put this guy right here in the back while I have him set up to dry. I'm going to work with the with Spyro here. I think. Problem is though, he is a little messy. I'm going to actually put him to the side. Let's work on Majin Buu here real quick. I was hoping I could sand him a bit more, but I think it's fine. The amount of layers of paint I'm going to add to this is going to be fine. I kind of want to paint them all red. Now I'm going to go with a lighter pink. I'm going to go with a lighter pink, actually. Now look at it. Oh, my battery is dying on my phone. The other thing about purples and blues is it adds kind of like that death. Oh, hold on, I gotta get a paper towel. Oh, there are my paper towels. Now, because that'll be a very clean area for much longer. Oh, I'm going to add a bit more. A little bit more white right here. Same kind of deal right here. I'm gonna go to this Majin Buu right here. Oh, all over like I did with the other one. Gonna start a little wonky. Then I'll add the wash to it and everything. Just don't care about it too much. Just kind of, I'm gonna use the brush to naturally kind of help make it with the keep with the mask. Basically, I'm using it to use the border of the piece as a kind of mask to it, so I don't get on the belt much at all. So I'm pushing the brush into it, and then I'm gonna like that right there. See, notice how it's a clean little cut right there with the belt. Also, it's helping me get any area right here. Then I'll go ahead and paint the rest of it right here. Belt's separate still. Well, it's nice seeing sushi again. Just paint all this paint. That's kind of nice thing. This whole point of this whole painting procedure. Oh, I painted over his eye. Ooh, that's not good. Just kind of paint all of this right here. I kind of like this pink too, though. I think it's a step one step a little dark for the pink. I might be getting a little bit on the eye here and there, but oh, I hope it's still in the camera view. I'm gonna have to bring it a little closer. You don't have to go over it again with the. I might even go with the lighter pink color. Kind of dry brush that on there. There it goes. I want to keep it directional. I don't want to go too crazy with it. Let's just go ahead and make sure the key stays consistent. I'm going to go with a zigzag kind of pattern right here. Not zigzag, but a horizontal pattern, so I don't have this crazy nonsense with all these different brush strokes directions of the brush strokes. There it goes. Keeping it consistent, kind of even pressure across the piece, so there's not any kind of weird color issues. So I'm gonna cover this again right here. There it goes. That's better. Put that right there for now. I guess I could hop back to the other one. The paint should be dry on the Nomu here. I need to change my water. I seriously am using a little cup, a little bowl of water. It's not good. Alright, so we got that right there. The yellow. It's more of a brown, but I guess I should go for a yellow-brown. A little bit of color mix. Oh, that's too much brown. It's kind of like a weird orange. Right here. I'm gonna have to do a couple of coats of this as well. Only really big downside to, well, I say really only downside compared to airbrush. You have much more precision and control over the I'm going a little crazy with the overlap here. I'm not going for super clean, although it is kind of ideal, but I'm a little heavy. I'm not going to go super light on it, not this time actually. I kind of like the color discolor. I kind of like the color changes the evenness of it. Sometimes you don't go for what you it's like theoretically nice. You want to go for something that's a little crazy, a little different. Oh, I'm in it. Oh, that's being caught. Hold on. Am I here? Here? Sorry. All right, so right here. All I'm doing. That might be better, actually. Yeah, actually, I think that might be a little better. Yeah, I like that. Oh, there goes my phone. Oh, there goes my light. I think that's better. You know what? Okay, wow. Alright, maybe I guess this is better here. I turn it. No, that's better. I would say a lot of hand painting here is a lot of matching kind of deal. You gotta like really kind of glob on the paint here and there, and then if you happen to overlap, then you're gonna have to kind of go over everything else. But I feel like there's a charm to it, certain look, certain uniqueness to it. Looking pretty good. I want to add the light purple. Before I do that, I want to go over the I revitalized my purple I had here. I guess I'll have to do one more pass over it here real quick. But I can't go over it too many times, otherwise I'm going to remove that paint I did from the other times. Dang. It's looking actually really nice. Hope it's catching. I hope that the camera's catching the way I see it. I'm looking at my my preview. Alright, I hope that's looking good right there. So I just kind of threw it. I kind of threw the camera on spot and the light. I thought maybe brighter light, and oh my gosh, I was big time wrong. Oh shit! There goes my glasses. I might work on Spyro and the Majin Buu. Not Majin Buu. I might work on the other pieces tomorrow. I really like how this guy's turning out though. Big time. This needs to be a bit more paint right here. Some touch-up. So the nice thing about this brush here, the thin, small brush, is the touch-up capabilities of it. Right around these crevices and corners. Get a nice dollop of paint. Kind of throw in these little spots right here. Oh, I touched it by accident. No! Ah, that sucks. Alright, cool. Got that right there. Let me go ahead and work on that yellow again. Some more touch up right here. Inconsistency, that's kind of like what I like about monsters, or these kind of, I guess when I paint, kind of adds a character to it all. You never want to be too precise, unless that's like kind of the point of the piece. If I want to, I could even go with like a quick yellow kind of paint over all this. Alright, time to go over with a light purple. To do a light purple, I have to go ahead and have a white along the side. Hold on. I got quite a bit of this right here. Oh my gosh. Yep. It clogged. Reminds me of a bloody nose. Clot. I used to get bloody noses all the time when I was a kid. I remember where I get some nasty nose clots, like just from the blood and having a tissue up my nose. Like, not the best thing to really talk about. Was pretty bad. Just mixing the paint here, nothing exciting. Need a bit of white. I guess I should show it. Oh, I guess you see it. Alright, cool. And with that, I'm going to throw a bit of dash of white. Maybe put this side of it. Or put it all in, actually. Light of purple right here. Not enough blue, too much red. It's a lot of finessing with it. I'll throw a bit of blue. It's not a lot of paint. Not a lot. This would be plenty for what I'm going to do next. Let's see the color differences. Not significant. It's significant. It's just not to the point I want. I want it lighter. I want a huge contrast in color. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw more whites into it. White will help liven it up. Oh, that's better. I want to see a noticeable kind of difference. Better is the right idea. Go a little brighter. That's maybe too much now. Actually, that'd be it. Ooh, maybe not. That might be too much. Yeah, might be a little too bright now. No, actually, the paint will darken. I'm going to try dry brushing this. Dry brushing is taking paint, drying the brush off as much as you can, and then I'm just going to paint over it. It kind of damages the brush a bit. I just kind of go over the whole model like this. Oh, I guess you can't see it. Uh-oh, there goes some of the paint. It didn't dry all. I don't have all the spots dry. That's not good. Kind of dry brushing it a bit right here and there. That's looking pretty good. Fortunately, I have some issues here and there, which I'll probably have to go over again. I have to go ahead and dab some of those spots with the darker purple again. It didn't dry all the way right here on the chest. I'll put that to the side right here. Then work back on the Majin Buu right here. Hold on. I gotta try my paper towels. Oh, there goes my pink right there. Pink's gone. I'm running out of space here. Try this again right here. Not the prettiest this time around here. Oop, that's not good. My color's starting to get contaminated by the other colors. My brush. There's a slight purple to it because my water here. There it goes, that's getting there. And a slight blue hue to it, I think is what I would say it is. Basically, it's just the same rule in general. When it comes to sculpting, you make the base forms. When it comes to painting, same deal. Stick with the paint colors, and then start like decorating. You always want to start with kind of the primary colors, primary forms. And you just go ahead and just start kind of going away at it, which is like your secondary and tertiary forms. Right there. I want to go ahead and actually touch that up a bit right there. Actually, no, that's part of the eye. Not the prettiest thing with the eye, but that's still better than nothing. Put that there. I can't exactly work on Spyro. My battery's starting to die on my phone. I need to have maybe this camera further out. Fortunately for Spyro, I can't exactly... Oh, I got some purple on him. Oh, he's actually purple, so that actually works out really well. I want to go ahead and see what I can do with him real quick. Since I have the color purple here, and that's more of his color, go ahead and see if I can paint him. Come up here. This first coat is kind of like that layer to oh, am I not catching him? Oh no, I am. Okay. So you catch the paint with the other coats. Sometimes we go a little thick with it. Gotta be careful though. Just basically coating everything on this guy. Nice thing about this, the nice thing about the painting process with the hand painting these things compared to airbrushing is the fact that the heavy amount of paint you use for it hides a lot of the layer lines, surprisingly. No, actually, maybe not surprisingly. It's kind of obvious at the point, like how much paint and everything. Like I can pretty much patch up this piece. Sorry, I'm just using a paper towel here. It's not working out too well. Hold on. I gotta see this part I'm doing right here. I'm trying to clean the right underneath the jaw. Yeah, I really need to focus the camera on where I naturally work at. So that's the thing I'm kind of learning from this, since a lot of times since a lot of times I do sculpting, the camera's always where I want it to be, and I am painting, you know, IRL. I'm going to have to switch to a smaller brush in a moment. Looking pretty good right there. Seeing there. Looks like Spire with goggles. That could be the prettiest. I'll go ahead and paint the white back on the eyes. Ideally, it's not a smart thing to do what I'm doing, where I go ahead and just paint everything like this. There it goes. Got that right there. It's gonna be a lighter purple. I always start with the dark. The Nomu is a little really wet. Like the chest here is not drying. I'll probably take a paper towel to it. It may not be the best look. oops, I'm not showing the piece that I'm painting. Basically kind of dry brushing it. I'm going not along the grain, I'm going like a... Oops. I gotta focus right here. I messed up with this part right here, that's not good. Doing it in layers, of course, again, so there's a lot of repetition here and there, but it's looking great. Don't ever go with the grain with this, because otherwise it will look wonky. It kind of just reveals the muscles and the layers here. Not the I don't want the like the printing layers. Sometimes you might have to be a little artistic with it. You might actually have to kind of go along with the muscles, kind of draw along it. I think you're pretty good. I'm gonna use some touch-ups here. Hold on, sorry. Sorry, no, sorry, no. Sorry, not sorry, nothing. I'm sorry, I'm trying to touch this up right here. I'm gonna have to blend in the colors and colors a bit right here. Looks pretty darn good. Oh, this one here. Yeah, you're one of the two people watching. Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, but as you can see here, working on Nomu right here. Welcome, Sergeant Serendipity. Welcome, welcome. Hold on. I'm just trying to. What was I doing? Paintbrush. Oh, sorry. I just like to say welcome. Yeah. Sushi Draw Stuff was here earlier. I'd like to welcome you. But yeah, this is actually. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. I was just gonna check my reference here real quick. Or no, his face or his eyes. Hold on. How are you, Serendipity? Hold on. There it goes. Alright, he doesn't have any. But yeah, sorry about that. How are you doing today? Oh shoot, my phone's almost dead and I forgot I was going to charge it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't have any more plugs. Oh, let's put my phone up over here then. Hold on. Pretty good. This looks awesome. Oh, cool. I'm happy you like it. I'm actually pretty good at painting, but I don't like to paint. I'm not saying I'm amazing at it, but let's get in there. I do more sculpting. I'm gonna be sculpting soon. I'm just touching up some parts here before I paint the pupils on the eyes. They're crazy. Am I centered? What was that sound? I'm happy you were able to join Serendipity. I'm happy that you like it. I'm happy how I like how it's coming out. It's really cool. It's good to hear that. Thank you. I hope you're enjoying it. I was just hoping everyone else enjoy it. I was working on, aside from the Nomu here, these are pieces I've made, by the way. I'm working on Majin Buu here. I haven't worked on him as much as Nomu. I was working on Spyro here. See, they started off like this, and then as I painted them more, it got better and better. I want to let that dry. And as you can see here, I got my paint palette of a mess on a Cheez-Its box. Yay. Legitness. And here's my cup of water. And, oh, I accidentally pressed my lights button. Hold on, I'll be right back. My cup here needs to be, the water needs to be changed. Hold on. I'll be right back. Alright, there it goes. And as you can see, my hand. It's also a paint palette. Alright, I'm back. So, yeah, my hands, this is just the start. And this is not the correct color. I think that was it. So, oh no! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh shit! Hold on. That's not good. That's not good. Oh. fuck. Shit. Hold on. This is important. Hold on. This isn't good. Alright. I think that fixed it. I accidentally dropped my paint palette. What was I doing? Oh, Spyro. That was not good. But I think I removed it. It should be good now. This is very risky now I think about it. Holy crap. Painting on carpet is not good. Painting over carpet, I should say, is not good. Oh, yep, I messed that up. Oh, yeah, I want to draw his crazy eyeballs soon. Let me see. All right. Yeah. What do you think so far, Sergeant Sir Serendipity? Actually, I'm not. I can't see my. Oh no. I'm working off some chunks right now of the strands of the 3D from the 3D print. You know, I made these models, but you know, I had to still 3D print them. Hold on. All right. I think I cleared it. All right. I don't have orange. I don't have to mix it. It'd be smart for me to get like the I start backwards. I go with a dark color. I need some more yellow. Hold on. That's orange. I start with the kind of the darker color. Is that orange? Yeah, that's good. I'm gonna put the horns. And it starts light, and it will get darker. I just like to coat everything here real quick. I don't go for color consistency with the horns here, but the whole point is it acts as kind of like a wash, a reverse wash, I guess you'd call it, because I'm not going to be wiping it off. I'll be painting over it. Just coating all the horns and getting in the crevices and everything. All that stuff. The airbrush paint is pretty thin, so it's not sticking as well. But I'm kind of adding a coat on here. This first coat here acts as kind of a bonding agent with the future coats to the primer. So I have to be careful with it when I paint over it afterwards if it's not completely dry. I think this camera angle is much better. It's much more natural for me. I'm learning as I go, so this is good to know for future broadcasts or future times that I paint. I want to go with a darker orange actually now I look at it. Add a bit of red to it. I might have too much of a red orange. No, that's good, that's good, that's good. I have to have this white contrast to see what I'm doing. That's better. So, Serendipity, what were you doing? Or did you like, hey, I want to go on YouTube, let's see what's going on. I'm gonna check my favorite YouTuber, Crazy Sculptor. He's broadcasting. But, Sergeant. That's an interesting name. How'd you come up with that? Sorry, I haven't been very talkative. Painting is, I won't say painting is a new thing for me. It's something I haven't practiced enough. So it takes a little more than sculpting does. I find it very interesting, the art of painting. It takes me a while to answer questions just because I don't pay attention too much to the broadcast sometimes. I look at it every so often, or I look at it a lot, and all of a sudden I stop looking at it. There it goes. I'm going to paint over this here. Spyro's going to be a lighter purple in a moment, but not yet. I'm going to start painting his chest cavity thing, not chest cavity, this chest here. Am I still centered up? I am. Oh, something going on here. Hold on one moment. Oh, you got an email that I was streaming. Oh, nice. Good. Well, that's nice to know that works. Saw that you were streaming it. Oh, nice. Cool. I found the definition of the word serendipity. Basically, yeah, it is actually a cool little thing to know. Learn something every day. That's nice. That's interesting to know about serendipity. Very nice. And it's nice to know that the notifications work. Is a nice thing to know. I was worried about that. So it's great to see both of you guys here. Was it Nomad and Sergeant? I'm happy you guys are both here. It's nice to see you guys. Nice to have you here. This spiral piece is going to require a couple of coats before I can continue with this. Got to put the base coat on. Hold on, I need to check Spyro's hair so I can get that going as well. While that dries, we'll work back on Nomu again. Ooh, this looks much better. It's not so whitewashed. That's neat. I'm trying to think. What was I looking for? Crud. What was I doing? Spyro. His hair's yellow too? Hold on. Oh, it's yellow too. Oh, alright. That's nice to know. Oops, daisy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing with the hair here. I need more orange then. I'm going to have to blend his hair. His hair is gradual. It's like it fades into like a yellow, lighter yellow. I'm just going to do some blending there. I'm going to paint his eyes white again. I got a project I need to work on. I kind of makes, doing this. The funny thing is, doing this makes me want to paint more because it's so cool to see actual color. I do have Buff Rick right here that I made before in the past. I feel like I need to sand him more though. I also have Worm Jerry. I also have Steven Universe. His head, his body, swappable heads. Pretty neat little thing. So when I paint, I don't paint with consistency. The paint adds character. Nomad's probably been here for a while. He's probably tired of me saying that, but it's true though. Keeping things kind of random is kind of the charm to hand painting. And I think I hear myself. I think my headphones. Is my broadcast playing on the other end? Alright, that's better. I'm gonna go thick with the color right there. There it goes. I'm gonna put this guy to the side now. Where am I? I'll get back to him in a bit. Let me go ahead and work on the Majin Buu right here. Right here. Let me go ahead and clean this brush here. Oh, I can't believe I actually dropped that on there. Hold on. I need my... I don't have a lot of room on this table. I don't like the fact that I'm working over carpet. And I have a crowded table of junk. I'm gonna have to make sure I keep some water on my paint right here, my purple light color paint. Alright, let me go ahead and paint over the Majin Buu. I'm gonna mix, you can't see it right now, I'm mixing a lighter pink right here right now. I'm going to dry brush this pink on. So I just kind of just paint this on. And I try to make sure I don't go too crazy with it. It acts as kind of like a shadow for it. It will require some touch-up later, though. It's just meant to act as kind of a guide for me to see what I need to touch up later. So it kind of acts like a natural kind of shadow. There it goes. That's a little better right there. I'll put this guy aside in a moment. Just some touch-ups here and there. Or put this guy right here. How about my boy? Not yet. Sorry, I haven't checked any kind of comments here just yet. I probably check every. I try to check every minute or so, every 2 minutes. All right, cool. I haven't missed anything good. I'm actually going to put the opening color black on real quick. Just a small speck of black. Black I probably rarely use, unless I'm trying to do a wash or something where I'm trying to like... I'm going to have to fix this chest region up later. Man, I do not feel good though. My throat is like killing me. Not really talking, it's more or less like a sore throat. So talking is not really hurting me, it's just annoying me. Just painting in the inner mouth right here real quick. Because it's annoying me. That's better. If I wanted to, I could add like a pink wash inside the wound here to get some contrast. I could go over with a light pink real quick, actually, with a thin brush. Take some of the Majin Buu pink that I made earlier. Maybe go along the it's a light wash, so it will get It won't be this vivid on the injury here. There it goes. A little bit. It's a little more paler. It's gonna dry up. It's gonna add some contrast there. Let me go back to the black right here. I'm gonna give him some little pupils right here real quick. Just make him look a little insane. I should probably bring his eyes a little more forward, maybe. Doing some touch-ups here. It's important to have some consistency. Not a lot, but make sure I keep some of the pattern going here. I think it looks pretty good right there. Let me work on his teeth a bit. I'll give him a black wash for his teeth. Throwing a black wash on this in general might actually help it. I have some issues here and there. I'll have to go over and actually paint the details of the muscles. I'm not sure if I'll be doing that this broadcast or I'll record and then upload it. Yeah, we'll see. That's like another level to it all. I'm not sure if I want to do that right now. Oh, serendipity. Sorry I didn't catch your message earlier. Gotta go to bed. I wish you could stay longer. Definitely be tuning in to the next stream. Alright, cool. Awesome. Yeah, let you know. I'm going to try doing some more painting like this. I am trying to run a Patreon. And I wanted to have some painting tutorials or whatever. Kind of like this here, where I can show the pieces I have on Patreon painted, and people could follow along. I'm happy you were able to stop by. I hope I do see you again, Sergeant. I think I kind of like saying Sergeant or I can't say it. So what is it called? Serendipity. Sergeant Serendipity. I definitely remember. If you stop by again, I'll probably like, oh yeah, I remember you. You're that guy. Nothing. You're that sergeant dude with that name. No, yeah, I'll remember you, definitely. Your name is very unique. You're that guy from that one broadcast. From that painting broadcast. There it goes. Looks pretty good right there. I'm not too happy about the chest, which I have to fix. But otherwise, it turned out great. If you go to the beginning of the broadcast, you can see how bad this looks in the beginning. Can I bring up the camera here? I probably have to redo the eyes. Have the eyes more forward. He looks a little too crazy. Got to touch up bits here and there, which I'll probably do off camera. But this overall, I think is pretty good. I add the black wash. Can I do the black wash right now, actually? I don't want to go too crazy. Hold on. Oh, I can because I just painted the teeth. Sorry about that. I forgot. I'm going to hop back over to the purple again right here. I want to rework on Spiral right here. So Spiral's going to look great like the Nomu right here. As I said before, I have to do a couple of washes. Not washes, a couple of layers of paint. Just to keep the paint consistent. So this will be the second one, which I think should be the final. I think I gave it plenty of time to dry too, so... Right there. Then we'll go around the horns right here. Going sideways with the brush. I'm trying to coat it, so I don't have to worry about switching to a different like a smaller brush right here. The coat is becoming more even. Oh yeah, sorry about that. Sergeant Serendipity. Oh my gosh, I can't say. Serendipity. Thanks for stopping by. I forgot. Sorry, I just got distracted by this pain. I'm like, and then I'm like, oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, I hope to see you again next time. And yeah, thanks for stopping by. It was great. You stopped by, talked. And now I'm where you exist. I'm just saying, just like sometimes people stop by, they don't say anything to broadcast. I'm like, oh, I wish I knew who these people were. I like to say thanks. Because, yeah, I think it's just a nice thing to say in general. Oh, I accidentally dipped in the blue. Son of a gun. See, as you can see here, I'm painting and it's becoming a lot smoother. It's becoming much more consistent. Right here as well. Paint over that. Boom. The really nice benefit to hand painting your 3D prints and not airbrushing it is well, you want to clean up still. I'm just saying that the nice benefit to it is the fact that how thick you lay the paint down. If you do it just right, it will actually help clean your prints. It's kind of interesting, really. If you do it just right. Actually, I gotta switch brushes. This is not working out. Get some of this, and I'm gonna start going around the horns here. I decided to take a smaller brush now at this point because, ooh, I think I touched the face by accident. Yep, I did. Right there. Because I want to go between the eyes, and it's kind of hard to do that with a thicker brush. Got that right there. It's going to look great, by the way, guys, like this whole spiral thing. It's going to look really good. Right now, I'm doing a reverse. I start with the darker colors, and then I go with the brighter colors at the end. It's a reverse kind of wash kind of process. It's pretty cool. It's pretty neat. I don't know if there's a name to it. As I said before, early in the broadcast, I don't normally paint as lots, but when I do, I know what I'm doing. And I hear myself because apparently my headphones is playing the broadcast. I usually pause it so I don't get distracted with, so it doesn't count as my official viewer count, which is annoying. I don't know why it does that. There it goes. I gotta paint the white back on the eyes. I really need to work on that piece, that sculpture though. So I'm thinking in 30 minutes I'll get to it. Work on the sculpture. The Zbrush sculpted for about an hour or so. Oh snap! Oh shoot! I forgot I'm supposed to keep my orange alive. I have orange paint color right here. And I think it might be dying out. Oh no, there it goes. I don't think I have enough orange paint. I'll have to make some more real quick. Actually, I already have enough red. There it goes. Testing the color. Looks about right. Now I'm going to coat this. Now if you see here, it's pretty spotty right here, but if I go over it with this color... Oh, I did not get underneath the chin all the way with that. See how it kind of lays down? Look at the difference there. With the second coat, it's so much more even. See that? The second coat is amazing. The more coats you add, the better it becomes. But seriously, just that right there becomes so much better. Start painting the horns again. Don't worry, this will definitely pop. If you see that, if you saw that Nomu piece I painted right there, along right here, then this piece is gonna pop as well. From this, it's just you gotta wait until I get to the lighter colors. Just takes a few base. It takes like a few base coats of the darker color. And it will pop. Be like 3D, man. So you can see the difference between the two horns. That horn and this horn. Yeah. What if I do is I turn this light off? Is that good or is this good? I'll give it a 1 notch for my other light, my secondary light. Oh, I can't wait to see the dry brush on the horns. Oh, it's gonna look so amazing. You're like, what? That detail though. Where was that detail at? Like, get out of here, crazy sculptor. You expect me to believe in this hoodoo voodoo? Hoodoo? You do. Voodoo? Voodoo. Oh! Contaminating my color there a bit. Hold on. There it goes. Do 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 do. All right, cool. Let me add white on the eyes now because I think it's getting there to the point where I can. Oh, I actually upped the brightness. Oh, my light. It's touch sensitive. It's very touchy, one could say. I'm not sure if you can see this here. I'm trying to. I'm gonna take another coat of the white. It's a lot of repetitive. It's a repetitive process. There. Ideally, I would have masked it with like some masking tape and then. But no, that's good right there. I'm gonna have this guy sit to the side. It's good to have work on a few pieces, I guess, just to have your paint dry and come back to it. Since I have the white, I'm gonna actually help paint in the white of the eyes of the Majin Buu piece right here. Like, kind of like that right there. There it goes, that's better. Not sure what color his belt is. I should actually look at that right now. Hold on. Majin Buu. Hold on, checking real quick. Is it black? It is black. Black with the orange or gold. Alright. Look at that right there. Oh crap. Oh, that's not good. I'm getting very nervous. The fact that I am painting over carpet. Like, I have a table here, but the fact I could be using more of the back of the table and that's so close to like the edge should be nice. I did drop some paint and I did fix it. But oh my gosh, it's giving me a heart attack. Got the black paint right here. Made the belt here. Oh shoot, I can't see my camera view. There it is. Well, yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking right now. Because when I sculpt in the mind of that. When I paint this, my details or my it will transfer over to the paint job. Like the all you need really is just to do my way of painting, and it's usually pretty easy. Now, don't get me wrong, like you can paint other ways too, but the way I sculpt is to it kind of acts as a guide or a template on how to paint the figure. I don't have a lot of black here. Hold on. There it goes. That's better. How am I hearing this? Oh, that's my phone. That is my phone that's doing that. And a little clump of Wait, am I visible? I gotta go right here. There it goes. I like to finish this paint job and then post it on Instagram. There it goes. It's actually kind of relaxing. I'm kind of surprised. Usually I hold off on painting because I just feel like it's going to be a hassle. It is usually. And you get a good dollop of black. You got to be really careful. Black is really hard to paint back over or fix. That's pretty good right there. don't think I'm gonna go too crazy with the. What I would do is I'd probably start painting a light highlight along all the high points of the muscle, which would be this pink color, lighter pink color. I'll probably then take a thin brush. I would probably start emphasizing the details right here where the dark pink curling is. But I think I'm gonna leave it the way it is. Because I kind of like the way it looks. I'm gonna have to touch up some pink in the center in this right here. I'm probably gonna do a pink wash on it so that it colors the holes right there, the white in the holes. I don't think you're gonna find anywhere else where, like, my style of painting. Like, you know, that's the same for many other artists, but like mine's kind of like do whatever. It works. It works. That's better. Hope that works. I'm gonna add a yellow to the belt now, that gold to the belt. I think from now on I'm gonna make sure I stick with only 3 pieces at a time. I guess I could do 2. I need a minimum of 2 pieces to do at once when I do a broadcast on painting. Where did my yellow go? My yellow is a thin yellow because I use Createx. I use cheap acrylic paint when I paint, so you don't need expensive paint. You just need to know how to paint. Like, I'm not saying I know how to paint. It's just you don't need the most expensive of paints to paint really well, is what I'm trying to say. Not really necessary. I'll probably use a black wash to inscribe the M. I'm going to hop back over to the white paint again for the eyes because it requires another coat. Where is my other brush? Did I put my brush here? Here? Oh, there it is. It's the brush I want, and I think I jacked it up by accident. As you see my hand here, very decorative. More white right here. I'm gonna add my stomach is growling. Perfect. What I needed is a rumbling stomach. I'm going to remove some of this extra paint because it's starting to cause trouble with the consistency of the paint application. There it goes. Looks like I have some issues with the corner of the eyes. So I'm going to take a light pink. Sorry, hold on. I'm blending it a bit. It's kind of a artist's way of cheating, matching colors. You take a bit of paint, you put it on there, it'll hide the kind of inconsistencies, but also will kind of, well, blend. But I think that's better now. It's kind of like makeup, you know. To tell you the truth, I think women, you know, do a good job at painting because, well, they use a lot of. I would say they use a lot of makeup. I'm just saying that, like they spend, you know, they spend more time than men at painting. Well, makeup is like a form of paint. That's what you do. They use it to. They're like it's essentially to paint for for people's faces, and that skill is something that you have to like develop, and that's actually something that gives them like the edge. I'm not saying it's like a thing that they. It's not. I don't know how to explain it. I'm not trying to make makeup seem like a bad thing. It's actually kind of. It's very beneficial. I'm just making some random pink right here real quick. I just kind of toss that on here, blend it real quick with my hand. Maybe use a paper towel to kind of do that. My hand might be a little too aggressive. You gotta be careful when you're doing it with a 3D print because 3D prints aren't very friendly when it comes to any kind of abrasive surfaces. Anything if you're trying to blend because there are layer lines. If you don't get rid of the layer lines when you do this kind of process, you will see the lines more. The lines will be more prominent. Just kind of adding some highlights here. Cross certain parts of the chest here, and then kind of going over it here. Just across kind of any kind of point here. Thing is, you will have to do touch-up work so you can hide the layer lines, and that's going to require kind of a thick amount of paint to do that. I'm going to go ahead and draw the pupils on now. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and add the black wash. I'm going to put a lot of water. You need to make sure it's super watery black. Now I'm going to take this no move piece here. I'm going to go ahead and do this to the gums. So as you can see here, the crevices get filled in automatically. If I show this side, oh, I have to take the paper towel here. Gotta soak up some of the black right here. There it goes. That's good control. Let me switch over to the other side. Notice how plain this side is? I take this brush, I go over real quick. I need a little more color. A little more water, I mean. So what's going to happen is, with this is that the black is very watered down, so it will get lighter, but it will stay within the crevices. I normally would take a cloth to it and do that, but that might be a little too abrasive, that with the added water to the mixture, it will rub the paint off. So I don't want to do that. I just want to go ahead and maybe go over maybe with another quick little wash. I'm just going back and forth with the water right here. Sometimes water builds up a little bit too much and it causes it to drip, so you have to be careful with that. Sometimes it doesn't matter how you hold it as well. As you can see here, it's getting very kind of prominent. Oh, my phone died. My charger sucks. Hold on. Oh, you know bad. Oh, alright, no, man. Oh, sorry. My phone died. How long was that? Oh my gosh, it was 7 minutes ago. Sorry, Nomad. I didn't mean to miss your message. I was preoccupied and my phone died, so I couldn't check my messages. What was I doing? Oh yeah, the black. Sorry, Nomad. I did not mean to miss your message. I'm gonna go with a lighter yellow. Hold on. Sorry, Nomad. Feel so bad. Oh crap, my camera's not showing now. Oh my gosh, I need to have my phone fully charged. Now I can see my camera. Da 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 da. Just blending some of the paint here. That looks pretty good right there. Sorry, I'm doing some touch-up work, which I said I probably didn't want to do because this is a live broadcast, and I probably want to keep that for maybe another video. Just touching up the pecs were annoying the freaking heck out of me. I'm just kind of going along the muscles here, touching that there. Just some touch-up work right here. Adding some other kind of values. So he's going along the muscles right here, blending. You may think I've taken a painting class. Only painting class I've taken was like a high school. I'm basically doing what I do for sculpting. I kind of go along the muscles, and then I just kind of blend it down by smoothing it out. Am I still being seen here? I'm just going along the muscles right here. Right here, a little bit here. They're highlights, essentially. I'm layering the paint, the tones, all the good stuff. Just you know what goes into painting at times. Like if you want a really good paint job on something, like it's all about the layers. The highlights, the shadows. Like don't expect, if you want a good paint job, don't expect for something cheap. Like if you want amazing, like awesome paint job, it's about a variety, it's about the contrast of it. There it goes, that's better. There it goes. There it goes. So it's a lot of rinse and repeat kind of deal. I'm trying to stay away from the gap between the muscles, but I'm trying to make sure that they are emphasized still. Staying along the surface of the muscles, this right here. That's right here. There. Oh, that's not good right there. There it goes. You may not see any significant difference. If you're in person, it's quite huge actually. Just kind of going along the muscles right here. I'm kind of startling myself really. Oops, that's too much paint. Using my hand again as a towel. There it goes. Zigzag kind of pattern right there. I wanted to touch up right here. There's some parts that was missed with the paint. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I messed up right here a bit. It's not noticeable. It's not as noticeable, but it's something I could have avoided. Or underneath the jaw right here a bit. I think I'm gonna say Nomu's gonna be done for the night. I want to say, Nomu, you are done for tonight. To give you a break, I'm going to hop over back to these guys here. Nomu, you're going to stay back here. Spyro, your turn. Alright. So I think I kind of want to add another layer of the white and the orange again. The purple just seems fine. I can start going light with the purple. I want to use a... Yeah, I'll use that. I need to have a dryer, actually. I think that might be too light of a purple, actually, now I look at it. I'll go with a smaller brush again, right here. Let's see, that's maybe a little too light. I'm going to go with the darker I want to paint over this again real quick. I'm not going to go for color consistency. Oh, I got the eyes again. Mother Hubbard. Can't see what I'm seeing right now in the camera. Oh, did I just dab my Nomu piece? Okay. Sorry if I can't see the camera. I can't see the live stream right now. I'm keeping my live window open of my camera, and my phone's dead. All right, let me go ahead and switch over to the orange now. Oh man, my throat is killing me. I'm gonna add a little bit of white to that orange. I got cream color. I think that's it. Sorry, I'm getting a little quiet again. I think it's getting there. Things like this where I wish I had like a better 3D printer, because I am starting to see some, I don't know, it's not crazy layer lines, but I was to go over this with a few more coats of the paint, then it would disappear. There it goes. I'm going very heavy on the white. There it goes. Alright, Majin Buu, you real quick. Patch that up right there. Put a black wash on that real quick. You can see that right. Let me try that again. Where's that? I'm gonna try that again right here. See if I can like get that a little better. It bleeds a bit, of course. I can't exactly do anything about it. You leave it like that. Very light, very faint. I could go ahead and increase the amount of black there is in it. Is it gonna blob up right there? Which in this case, if I hold it upside down. Look at that. I'm just gonna leave it like that, right there, and I'll just draw it on. You know what? I'll probably draw on with a Sharpie, a ultra fine point Sharpie. That can help. Let me go ahead and hop over to, man, I am, oh man, oh my gosh, it is super late. Oh, his eyes are black? Oh my gosh. Thank you for letting me know now. His eyes are black and his inner ears are black. Dots are black. Alright, well, thank you. Nice to know now. Look at my hand. Oh, the paint's dry, so his eyes are black. Great, thank you so much, Dragon Ball Super, for making so much. Not Super. He's got white pupils. Not white pupils. He's got red pupils. I mean. There it goes. Let me see. So right now I'm using kind of like a black wash for the dots. In his chest right here. Oh. I'm going to go over that with the pink again. Got all sorts of dots on him. There it goes, and then these dots right here. There, I have my dog. Let's looking for the. Oh gosh dang it, my camera! I do not see my camera. That looks pretty good. Oh, I didn't check Spyro's eyes. Ah, purple with black. Ah, okay, I have an idea. My throat is killing me. Need a more red. It needs to be more of a hot pink. Not red enough. Gosh dang it all. That's better. That's more like it. Kind of around the eyes right here. Kind of like that. Oh yeah, black for the inner ear. I forgot about that. Right there, right here. Am I even in focus? Yeah, I am. I'm gonna go ahead and switch to the red here. I'm gonna give him his eyes, his whatever. I'm gonna go with just a solid, just red. I don't know if you can see that. Back to Spyro here. Some white on the eyes again. There's some touch of work around the eyes. Need to do some blending now. And of course, I mess with the eye again. Alright. Where's our eye in the pupils? start with kind of yeah, the eye on one side is a little too much. Takes a little bit of go ahead and make it a nice dark purple dot in his middle of his eye, his iris, whatever. Probably have to do some blending. Getting a little quiet because I'm getting into, I wouldn't say unknown territory, just the fact I'm trying to angle it towards the camera is making me have a hard time with positioning the pupils. Oh, I need to look at it real quick. I think his eye is, oh crud, it is. Hold on, I'm looking at it. Shoot. I wanted to just add like a little dot right here. Hold on. Now I think I might just be really late right now. Oh, I gotta color the scales. Right. I'm gonna just use this brush here and just color the scales in. Like that right there. Sorry, I'm quiet again. It's getting really late and there it goes. I'll probably also give some little, what are those strands called in the eye? Can't think what they're called. It's along the, I can't think what they're called. Oh. Alright, there it goes. Sorry, I can't see any messages right now. I'm not sure if there are any, but I'm just saying. I really like the whole painting thing. Now, if I could just do this as a normal basis. And I really need to ship some packages out. It's really bad. I'm gonna take some yellow now, paint over some of the horns. And my hand again. Dry brushing the yellow on. making the horns a little more vibrant. Not too noticeable, but it is significant. I'm getting quiet again. I should check. I doubt there's any messages right now, but I guess I shouldn't say that. I've been surprised before. Time to go for the whole pain and ordeal with the hair. There it goes. I think that's good for now. Actually, I gotta paint this side. Oh, I got that. Basically, all I did was this. I just kind of went over like that along the hair. I just want to stay up, apparently. I don't want to torture myself. There it goes. I have yellow on this paintbrush. Gosh dang it all. How about super cross-contamination? Notice in my hand now. Some touch-up work here and there. I add a little bit of red to it. That makes it kind of pop a bit. Kind of adding the highlight back. The white is really throwing me off right there. Go ahead and add that right here. Straighten this line out right here a bit. Kind of run this around here. You may not notice it, but there I see it though. It's looking better. Oh, wrong color. Oh, shoot. Just kind of blending the color, the shadows and the light sources. It's an accumulation of all of that. I know I said I was gonna check my message, my any kind of. Yeah, I'm sorry if someone did write something. I'm sorry. Kind of blending it in right now. Oh, that's not good. But yeah, that's good. I think I'm gonna probably end up calling it a night. I'm gonna put this stuff away and we go ahead and show the stuff I've worked on tonight. Hold on. Just clean my brushes here, and normally I'm asleep by now. Big time asleep. Alright. Drum roll. The Namu. Very nice. Majin Buu. Kid. Oh, you see the red in his eye. I have to work on this M later. Is that pretty good? Spyro. Maybe some touch up the eyes. Maybe a purple wash for the body. Didn't really paint the base, but these are the three pieces I worked on right here. We're looking at my shoulder. I was going to sculpt, but I'm not sure. I'm not feeling really well. Oh, hello. Can I give you my this right here? Hold on. Talking about the buff brick? I'm not gonna give it up. I was gonna include my Patreon, though. I was gonna include these files, this right here, as well as the like Worm Jeremy or Jerry. But I'm not gonna just give my files up. And unfortunately, it's just not unfortunately, it's just not really right to ask to give something like. I don't know. You know, it's hard work regardless. But I think I was going to sculpt. I'm getting really tired. I didn't say stop for stopping by the. Oh, I can't talk. Thanks for stopping by the broadcast. Everything as you can see here. These are my hands. Oh, my stomach. It's like empty. This is my right hand, not so much, as I use it quite a bit. My left hand, though, the hand that I don't use to paint with, ends up being like an artist kind of thing. What I don't know what those things are called. Those things that artists hold. You know, this kind of thing. Here's the result of my paint little plaque thing. Oh, I'm hungry. I should not be eating at this time of night. But yeah. The paint artist palette. I think it's called a palette. This is my secondary palette. But thanks for watching, guys. Actually, I turned out really great right there. I'm gonna actually thumbnail that real quick. Hold on. Looks pretty good. I'm gonna save that. Hold on. Just going to save that image right here. To oh my gosh, 3 hours, hour per piece. Ugh. Alright, let me go ahead and change thumbnail. Good night. So as I said there, I think that's pretty much we'll wrap it up right there. I think I'll make this video a private video so I can only view it. I was going to sculpt on Zbrush. I might do that still. I might not. I'll think about it. Yeah, these pieces came out really great. Gonna have to hide some of the white bits, so it's some touch-up painting. Yeah, no, yeah, it looks great. Happy with it. Essentially, it's an hour piece right here, but still, it still needs touch up here, some painting here and there. But I'm really happy with how it turned out, and yeah. So let me go ahead and walk over here. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys, and I hope to see you again. If I can find my freaking broadcast button. Shoot. There it is.